Hi everyone, I'm Melissa Barrett and thank you for watching today. I'm going to show you my Get Ready With Me video and all the products I will have below. First off, to prep my skin, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. Now this product is awesome. It's a multi-use, so basically you can use it underneath your foundation for luminosity, or otherwise you can use it over your foundation for a radiant, flawless finish. This is just going to prep your skin. Next is Born This Way concealer. I'm using it in the color light beige. It's a multi-use concealer that has really high coverage. I'm trying it out and I gotta say I am absolutely loving it. I use this product in the corner of my nose, underneath my eyes, and then of course down the center of my nose and eyelids. And next up for foundation, I'm using It Cosmetics. It's a full coverage cream that has an anti-aging serum and an SPF of 50 in it. Now using this product, I use my beauty blender. So making sure that your beauty blender is wet and you've wrung it out, you're now using the product on your face, and the key is to be dabbing this product and really buffing it into the skin. Like they say, blending is my cardio. So the more you buff and blend into the skin, the better your makeup is going to look and the more flawless it's going to appear. After blending all the product in, I like to use a translucent powder. This is the Laura Mercier translucent powder, where I'm shaking the product into the cap. I'm using a big powdered brush and dabbing my brush into the product, lightly dusting this over your face. This is really going to make your makeup last longer. It's going to make your makeup look a little bit more matte, but it gives more of that flawless finish. If you're into baking, what I do is just use a little bit more of the product with a smaller brush and just kind of buff it into the eye area. Next for contour, I use the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. I absolutely love this bronzer. This bronzer comes with a little kabuki brush, and here it might look that I am being rough with my skin, but the key is that you want to buff this product in so that way you get a beautiful finish with no lines. Here I contour down my nose, my chin, my jawline, and of course above my forehead. For blush, I'm using a MAC blush brush and using the color Peachy Keen. I love this color because it is very nice and soft and rosy with a little bit of a peach tone in it. Next to highlight, one of my all-time favorite products that I'm in love with is the Christian Dior highlighter. It has a little bit of a perfume scent and it just smells so pretty. Using a highlighter brush, I do little C's around my eyes. I put a little bit of highlighter in my Cupid's bow and down the center of my nose. Next, to prep my eyes, I'm using a MAC paint. You need just a pea-size amount, and using a brush, I'm just going to fill in my eyelids. This is really going to prep your eyes for the eyeshadow so that way it sticks and stays and that there is no creasing. The palette today is going to be the Charlotte Tilbury, the Vintage Vamp. I absolutely love Charlotte Tilbury's eyeshadows because they do have a built-in primer in them. So again, it's based on preference, whether you want to do the step that I did before with the primer or just go straight into using your eyeshadows. On this palette, I use the lighter shade that's a pinky color on my eyelid. And now this color that I'm using in my crease is more of a mahogany kind of red color that really makes my eyes stand out, especially if you have blue eyes. The next color I'm going to use is the darkest color in the palette. This is where I'm tapping off the excess, whatever is left on my brush, and I am buffing this into the outer corners of the eye to really make that nice smoky look. Here I'm using a leftover sponge just to kind of help with the process. So that way I'm not getting any fallout. Sometimes you will get a lot of fallout due to it being darker colors and you don't want to mess up your makeup. Now to tie this all together, I'm using the Chanel Shroom color as a brow highlight. This is where I am just lightly applying the shadow underneath my eyebrows and buffing it into the eyeshadow colors that I've already placed before with the Charlotte Tilbury palette. Getting it into the corners of my eyes are also going to make your eyes pop. I like to go back and with a pencil brush, I'm using the darkest color in that palette to really accentuate and make my eyes stand out. I go back into the outer corners of the eye just to deepen it as well. Now, if you know me, you know I love a winged out eyeliner. So here I'm using MAC Blacktrack with a small angled brush and using the MAC Fix Plus to make my brush wet. Dipping my brush into the product, I then place the brush onto my eyes and do the wing first, with then finishing off and lining my eyelids. To make more of a dramatic look, I like to line the inner waterline of my eyes. Now I'm using MAC Fix Plus to finish off my makeup and make it set and stay. Going back, I'm using now a Kat Von D eyeliner pencil. Now this pen really makes the black stand out and enriches it. It's based on preference if you like to use a pencil for your liner, a liquid, or a brush. For mascara, I'm using the Hot and Naughty Blackest Black Mascara by MAC. I absolutely love this mascara because it makes my lashes super long, voluminous, and full. Now it's really important when you do your bottom lashes that you kind of swipe back and forth instead of pulling downwards. You want to place just a little bit of product without having spider legs, as they would say. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know that I love Huda Beauty liners. Her liners are absolutely amazing. They're super buttery and they go on so soft. What I do is I line my lip and then fill in my lip with the pencil. A lipstick I've had for tons of years and I keep buying and going back to is called Hug Me. This is by MAC Cosmetics. It's the closest color to your lip color. And there we are. Thank you for watching. I'm Melissa Barrett and you can find me on Instagram at melissabarrettxo.